I will say good evening internet, and that's when we'll be like starting the episode, or maybe I'll be cheeky and start it right now. Good evening internet. I'm joined today by my good friend here, Mouse, who sent me a very interesting link. Hi Mouse, how are you doing today?
It's hot.
I heard it's hot over there on that side of the internet, wherever you may be.
Yes.
But don't worry, I will be carrying the enthusiasm because you sent me this awesome link to a thing that I've known about for quite some time, and I think quite a few people on Reddit have also known for some time. Reddit for sale, how we bought the top spot for $200, which is why I've chosen the clickbait for this little thing to be. And this might be the first episode. I don't know. Maybe not. I'll edit this out if it's not. If I don't. Anyway, Reddit has been compromised, Mouse. Reddit's over. It's done. It's all over. Everyone, it's just completely bought out. Every comment is possibly someone who has been paid to comment.
I feel like it's been that way for a long time.
It has, and that's the thing that's really interesting is this is nothing new. What is exciting is that people are talking about it in the comments, and I'm seeing a lot of different interesting discussion pop up from it. One thing that's big is, I don't know, this doesn't actually concern me. First, let's talk about the video. It's basically this one channel that is actually, what I found was really funny, is actually smaller than my channel, which is impressive, did a little report where they decided they were going to create 2 fake news stories and see if they can get to the top of Reddit with them and see how easily they could game the system. And to their surprise, it was super easy to make. It was super gameable. It was only cost them $200 to buy a bunch of fake subreddit or usernames to upvote their stuff. They only had to get stuff upvoted. People buying them? That's actually a whole interesting thing in itself.
I've heard of upvotes for sale, but I've never heard of accounts for sale. Like, that seems like such a... And then the guy asked where he gets them, and he named some other site. Like, he didn't just make new accounts. That's just weird.
What's interesting is I read an article a while ago where a person went out to see how much they could sell their account for. So you and I both have accounts on Reddit right now. Based on how much karma we've had, and based on how long we've had the accounts and how frequently we use them, like, you can get upwards to $2,000 for your username. And then basically what happens is they collect all these usernames, and they use that army of usernames they've created to upvote stuff based on, like, so they bought upvotes, but they also had to buy the usernames to get those upvotes.
And where would I sell my account?
I'll try and post a link down below, because it was super interesting and definitely, I don't know, it felt like a gift of the Magi kind of situation. Like, when you're so down on your luck, you could just, like, I'll sell my Reddit account, my long kept Reddit account, and just suddenly you'll become super really into Hillary or Trump. Like, you're just a huge fan and hate the other person. But, like, okay, so to tie that into it, like, what's interesting is in the comments below, one of the first things I saw was everybody suddenly, okay, here it is. I'm going to shout out RMer. Yeah, that guy. He says,
Sure.
Explains our politics during election campaign season. You ghastly actions, says everyone watching this video. Aha, this proves the other side does this. And that brings in, like, this whole other thing. Like, okay, so if you heard the term shills, I'm not sure. It originated from 4chan, so there's a good chance it's something racist that I don't even know about. But it basically, on 4chan, they've been super aware of this in a super awesome way to just counter any argument thrown your way about anything, whether it's video games, politics, cuter animals, better Pokemon, whatever it is. You just say whatever you shill. You are someone who is paid by whatever company or idea is supporting you're supporting right now. Like, you're just paid to have that opinion because no one else could possibly think that. And it's become such a thing that it's much more annoying than anybody who could actually be paid, because you can just counter anything with, you're obviously being paid to do this. It's just like, who can I trust no one. There's no one you can trust. And that is the hardest part about conversation on the internet is like, it's really exciting to be talking to this other stranger from the other side of the planet, possibly someplace where it's very hot, but you don't know who that is. You don't know what their motivations could be. They could be someone who is like completely being dishonest and trying to deceive you. And that's the scariest thing about all this, in my opinion. I don't care about paid upvotes. I care about like spies trying to get me to buy a PlayStation 4 or whatever.
All the shills and spy accounts and everything don't mean anything to somebody with a moniker of critical thinking. Like, if you bother to look for yourself, it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, exactly. Critical thinking is the solution to all of this. That is like, I loved how that was like the very top post. Call out to Ninja backwards. Critical thinking is the solution to all this. And like that was where I actually got some relief from looking at this, from Reddit being exposed for the shams they are. I've already solved this problem. This is not something that bothers me. If you just go into a thread and try to figure out and listen to people and approach it as you would any person on the street, like you don't just go by popular opinion, don't just go by what everyone's saying, just try and think and reason and you'll be fine and you don't have to worry about it. But
weirdly, there is a context that it bothers me, and it's only one specific subreddit that I frequent.
What's that?
It's the Shut Up and Take My Money subreddit.
Yeah.
Which is a weird subreddit for that to bother me for, because that's
the theme.
The Reddit that you would think that would make the most sense. But, like, to me, that sub has always been about other people showing things that they've bought or they've found, and it's slowly turned into just a place for people to dump the stuff that they make. Or
push their own products, yeah.
Right. And that, weirdly, the subreddit that seems most appropriate for it is the only one that it really bothers me in.
Yeah. Well, and that is the thing. Like, it's a major thing. Like, Amazon's had problem with paid reviews, people, like, putting in fake reviews and everything like that. And honestly, I think the biggest real problem or issue to it is, like, it's actually fine if it's not a popular place. There's a term called the eternal fall or eternal autumn, where a place becomes so popular that the content and the quality of the content just drops dramatically. As long as Reddit is a super popular place, there's always gonna be people trying to buy it, and always people trying to take up the, like, you know, landscape and trying to make it look pro-Hillary, pro-Trump, whoever is paying the most money at the time. It's not that big of an issue as long as you can reason. I think the thing that just worries me is, how do I know you, Mouse? How do I know you aren't a spy? Like, that you are? Who's been paying you to talk to me this whole time?
You.
What? Oh my god! Alright. Okay. Now the cat's out of the bag.
This whole thing is a sham.
This whole thing's messed up.
We're here just to plug Reddit.
To plug my channel.
It hasn't been getting enough traffic lately.
Reddit hasn't? No, I paid you here to promote my channel, and that's the only reason you're here.
Though, ironically, we're only playing the promotion on your channel.
Yes.
And therefore,
probably a waste of money. No one will see it.
Problem.
No one will see it. All right. Well, thanks for talking to me today, Mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.